Hey, welcome back. More 80s cartoon intros. I am rather tired tonight, so don't have a lot to say before we get into it. But hey, it looks like we should have some good intros in this final batch. This final hour of them.
Just what I always wanted, my own little bunny rabbit.
I always loved that. I will pet him, I will love him and pet him and call him George.
I will name him George.
Yeah. And, yep.
George, and I will hug him and pet him and squeeze him.
I'm not a bunny rabbit.
It's always one of my favorite bits. Looks anime, looks Japanese.
Can you feel the thunder inside?
Sounds 80s.
Make the lightning crack as you ride.
Dude lost his hat. Poor guy.
And the stars carry me.
I don't know what to think of this intro or show. I have no idea what to think about any of this. I genuinely have no idea what I'm supposed to think about that one.
Well, Saturday, Super K, gather round. We'll get your video friends together. Yes, Saturday, Super K, it's time for fun, and no one else can do it better. And it feels so right, because it's Super K time. Let's have some Super K fun. Yes, it's Super K time. Let's have some Super K fun, fun, fun. Come on to Super K time, join all the Super K fun. Yes, it's Super K time, let's have some Super K fun, fun, fun. Come on to Super K time, join all the Super K fun.
Yeah, this intro kind of sucks for me.
Let's have some Super K
It's
time.
Saturday Supercade.
Dooby-dooby-doo.
The scary Scooby Bunny.
Happy hour!
With Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, and Scrappy, too.
We've had... This is a week. Scooby-Doo.
Scary
Frankly.
Scooby. Funny. The scary Scooby Bunny.
Yeah, this intro's weak. This music, it's maybe the weakest Scooby-Doo intro I've ever seen. Scooby deserves so much better than this. His intros usually have style and flair. Sense of fun. This is just generic voiceover dude. Ugh.
Now the scary Scooby Bunny.
Just generic voiceover guy.
Your
Come on.
body grows bigger.
Your mind must flower,
It's great to learn.
'cause knowledge is power. It's Schoolhouse Rocky, the chip off the block of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock.
I mean, you know, I gotta bop to it. Man, Those Schoolhouse Rock shorts were the shit when I was a kid. Like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that's good. And then...
Let's get him, Uncle Yabba.
Yippity yappity doo!
Somehow I'm not a fan of, like, anthology intros. I don't know. I don't like anthology intros.
The Scooby and Scrappy Doo Puppy Hour.
I dig the singers, at least. Even if the basic intro is not really doing a whole lot for me. But at least they've got those.
Man and beasts of the wild live together in harmony, neither threatening the other's future existence. But unfortunately, the world is different today. Many wild animals are disappearing from the earth.
That has never been... Wow, what a stupid, like... Wild animals have like hunted each other all for, like, ever. There's never been a time where all animals lived in peace.
Because man is hunting them and destroying their natural habitats. The Earth's most precious resources are being threatened by the destructive forces of civilization.
Yes,
the number of species facing extinction has reached a frightening peak. It is the aim of this dedicated trio, Tommy, Aura, and Seabird.
Seabird, behave.
This dedicated trio, Tommy, Aura, and Seabird, to protect endangered animals.
He's a baby seal. Why are you getting mad at a baby seal for its behavior?
So once again, all inhabitants of the world can live together in peace.
Again, that's just ahistorical nonsense.
Seabird, the bravest of them all. Seabird is always at your call.
Like, it's nonsense. The idea that the animals all lived in peace. No. They didn't even live in balance, because even before humans showed up, the populations of certain animals would rise and fall depending on, various factors. So, it was...
Whatever the case may be, he'll win the victory. The villain's always stand the fall. Seabird, the seal is on his way. Seabird, the seal is here to stay. Whenever things go wrong, he'll always come along. Let's hear it for Seabird. Hooray!
And I don't like that song either. It's kind of a pretty weak song, honestly. That song kind of sucked.
In the far reaches of the universe is the star planet Symbion, a perfect world until their biological experiments exploded, creating an exotic realm beyond all belief. As mutant life forms ravaged their global paradise, a new and incredible species emerged, the Sectars, with Prince Dargon leading his warriors of the Shining Realm against the evil General Spidrax. He would destroy all to rule all. His terror troops of the Dark Domain know no mercy.
Okay. Weird, but sure. Okay.
The brave, the bold, and the fearless stand with Dargon. brutal and cruel attack with Spydrax. These are the Sectars, the warriors of Symbion.
Yeah, that looks like it's probably bad. That show looks like it was probably pretty bad, frankly. The intro does not give me any... That is, in fact, yeah, that's his power set. Kind of a weird power set. I don't like, kind of weird how, like, just from, you know, from all these different, religious beliefs, you know, mixing Greek and Roman, and then thrown in some, Judaic. It's a weird power set he's got, but it's a reasonably cool gimmick. Reasonably cool premise where, you know, he's just a normal kid. Because he is supposed to be a kid. Supposed to just be a child. And then Shazam, and he becomes an adult superhero. So, you know, it's kind of a cool... It is definitely a very fun premise. Okay, I love that, like, just... I love that there's... Yeah, we don't really feel like going over the other ones. You know, we don't have time. They're not important. Oh, that's hilarious. Fun note regarding, Captain Marvel here. DC, he was created by Fawcett Comics, I believe. DC sued Fawcett, claiming that Captain Marvel was too close to Superman, and basically saying the copyright infringement, trademark, yeah, copyright, whatever. And they won the lawsuit. DC won the lawsuit, which meant that, and then they ended up buying out Fawcett Comics entirely. And then they did nothing with the Captain Marvel character, which allowed the trademark on that name to expire. So Marvel Comics created their own character called Captain Marvel. And ever since then, they've made sure to keep a Captain Marvel going, showing up somewhere, so that they retain the trademark. So that they're the ones who get to use it in advertising and things like that. While DC is stuck advertising the character as Shazam, when the character's actual name is actually Captain Marvel. Just some fun little... Just such a stupid name. Captain Marvel Jr. is such a terrible name. Just a terrible name. Also, it's weird how these characters are all drawn as though they're adults and they're supposed to be kids.
Evil throughout the universe.
I mean, it's a reasonable intro. The intro's fine. It's whatever. That's it. This intro, on the whole, I think better than the Netflix She-Ra and the Princess of Power intro. Was never impressed with the intro for She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Just did not work for me. This one's cheesy as all hell. This one's just so cheesy. But, it was the 80s. Everything was cheesy. So, yeah. Hate to say it, but... Oh, honestly, this isn't actually all that great an intro either. Very good intro, kind of thing. It's not a very memorable intro, this one either. Man, She-Ra deserves a good intro. Because this intro is just, it's weak. I don't know what the hell is even going on in this intro. What the hell is this? What is this? A bunch of animals who are trying to avoid being taken in by, animal catcher?
Tally ho!
Sparky.
Wings of silver, nerves of steel. Silverhawks, partly metal, partly real. Silverhawks.
Partly metal, partly real. I mean, it's got a certain charm. It's, with how over the top. General Plague, Mike Summit. Oh. I mean, to be fair, there are people with names like that where, where their name matches their profession or something like that. That is a thing that does happen, I suppose, but still, it's always goofy.
A new graph.
You know what bugs me? That ghost was doing nothing wrong. That ghost was actually trying to avoid making a mess. Yeah. He went around things. He could have knocked the bike over. He could have knocked the garbage can over. He didn't. He made an effort not to make any sort of mess. And he still has to get captured. Come on. Dude was clearly harmless.
Super strange in the neighborhood. We gon' call it. There's something weird and it don't look good. We gon' call it. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
One of the all-time great theme songs. I love that. It's one of the all-time great theme songs. And I mean, it's a solid intro as well. Just actually a really good intro. That is actually a great intro. Establishes the threats, establishes the premise. Doesn't really tell you anything about the individual characters, but not important. It's a really good intro, and just an absolute classic theme song is boppy. It's good. That one's good. I like that one.
Space Ace, defender of the galaxy. Together with his partner Kimberly, they battle the forces of the evil Borg, who seeks to conquer Earth with his dreaded Infanto Ray.
Jimmy! Let's get him!
I'll get you yet, Space Ace! Space Ace!
That was weird. That was a weird one. That one was weird. Can't say I was impressed by it. That was just.
Space Stars! A galaxy of heroes team together in an interstellar battle against evil. Blast off on adventures as big as the cosmos itself. Race, poised on the edge of time with Space Ghost and his young friends. Streak through the universe with Space Ace, Astro, and the Space Mutts as they...
Kind of funny, like Space Ghost, he was a legitimate character. But Space Ghost Coast to Coast has just completely redefined the character's legacy. That's what he's going to be best known for forever now. Like when he called somebody a 6-piece chicken McNobody. Never actually watched that show, but I've seen, like, seen people say that Six Piece Chicken McNobody is, like, one of the best insults they've ever seen.
Spring into action. And somewhere deep in space, super danger threatens the Teen Force.
Super danger?
Join the famed Herculoids in their new battles to preserve peace on the planet Quasar. Now get set for 60 laser blasting minutes of action, adventure, fun on Space Stars.
Looks like another anthology show, which...
Take your life's
Yeah. You're gonna laugh at me for bubbling, but it's honestly really catchy. Like it's honestly a really charming intro. There's just something really charming about it. I really like that intro. Alright. So that'll do for this batch of intros. So, still got the rest left. Still got a couple more videos to squeeze out of this. And then we'll move on to the 70s. Side note, I realized that Gem and the Holograms would have been in that batch that video that got removed for whatever reason, got deleted, so won't be able to react to the Gem and the Holograms intro. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Snorkies, Speed Racer. Couple of good ones here. Anyway. Thanks for watching.